semblance of order in the chaotic scene. The singer, a skinny white Mormon boy holding a battered electric guitar, apparently experiencing some sort of controlled fit, screams into an antique harmonica microphone that scratches and distorts his voice. His face is purple, his eyes nearly rolled back in their sockets, suggests he's seeing things that you don't. His bandmates, one on drum, one on rhythm guitar, watch him closely while generating a deep, ominous, gravelly groove no two humans seem capable of creating or sustaining. The long, narrow bar has become a living thing, writhing and twisting, expanding and contracting. The room thrums. Its legal capacity has easily been doubled. Blue cigarette smoke haze coupled with human sweat humidity to create a mysterious, noxious atmosphere. Personal space doesn't exist near the stage. For at least 15 layers back, bodies press randomly and sway in voluntary swells. Buck-apiece black label beer cans get stomped and kicked and crushed on the black and white tile floor, slick with mud and booze and sweat. Sparhawk knows what he's doing and you trust him. You know what he's going to do and you wait for it while just wanting to happen over and over again. The anticipation is euphoric, visceral, and miserable. You make eye contact with a friend across the room and you give a stoic nod to acknowledge the moment, the anticipation, the chaos to come. Tension, already more tight and thick than you can think you can stand, keeps building. He's got us where he wants us. It's time. In response to his signal, none of the rest of us can see. His mates keep driving the beat, but back off the volume just slightly. His guitar goes silent. My name! He wails over their work, drawing out the declaration until you're sure he's going to drop from lack of oxygen. It's Chicken Bone George! The declaration is punctuated with a chainsaw crash of punk blues. The room explodes into a tangle of limbs, jumping, spinning, pushing, pulling. The swells turn into waves, crashing angrily against the unforgiving brick walls and against the 3-foot-tall stage. Sparhawk throws his entire body into the obscure lyrics like a rural preacher possessed with the spirit. They say I'm a black-eyed snake. The crowd may combust, and now the mic is out of the stand and Sparhawk is swinging it in great violent circles, and it smashes into the filthy suspended ceiling, unleashing a toxic cloud of tile, dust, and rat shit over the frothy crowd. They play that way for at least another hour. And during that time, in that room, it's like we're always this way. It's like we arrived here together for a reason, to have exactly this experience. All right, I'm going to read one more, one of my favorite. And while I'm looking for this essay, I also want to take a moment to say a word about my very favorite person in the entire world, who is also here today in this room, and is the person that over the course of the last 12 years has been the person that has allowed me to do this and has been kind of both the rock and the fuel for our efforts, and I couldn't do it without her love and support, and that's my wife Laura, who's here. Okay, so this is a story that's about 8 years old now, and I had just been elected to mayor for the first time, so it was January 2008, and we had received big news in the city of Duluth that 2 Hollywood superstars were coming to our community to promote their new movie. And it was Renee Zellweger and George Clooney to promote their new movie Leatherheads, which was based on the Duluth Eskimos, which was a barnstorming NFL team from the 1920s. How many of you have watched Leatherheads? I did. Okay, some of you. For those of you that haven't seen it, you didn't miss much, but it was based in Duluth, and they started their promotional tour in Duluth, and this is a story about the experience after having been told that I would be the one to introduce these world-famous superstars in front of our community. So, on the morning of the visit, media from around the region and a number of national entertainment reporters were in Duluth to cover the event. Hundreds of people gathered outside the depot on a bitter cold day, hoping to catch a glimpse of the celebration. I was supposed to give them a welcome gift on behalf of the city and say a few words. All morning, my stomach twisted and contorted with anxiety. A half hour of encouraging self-talk evolved into one simple goal that would carry me through my part. I resolved not to embarrass my city or myself on the national stage. That's a good goal, Donnie. Good thinking. So I knew that staff had been working on a gift for weeks, hunting down an old-time leather football helmet to display on a handsome wall plaque. Not until the day of the event did I learn that they had to improvise a bit because the helmet search hadn't gone so well. 45 minutes before the presentation, there was a knock at my office door. The gift was ready. It was a miniature leather helmet, maybe the size of a tennis ball. Placed atop a narrow cylinder wooden pedestal, I was speechless. I couldn't think of an appropriate way to tell the staff members that I barely knew that there was no way, absolutely no way, that I was going to present that thing to George Clooney and Renee Zellweger. Let's just say my self-preservation instincts kicked in. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the gift that was for me. So if you can imagine, young mayor, fresh on the job, Hollywood superstars. Here, Renee Zellweger, on behalf of the citizens of Duluth, here is our gift to you.
Oh my God.
I opted instead to present them with the customary mayoral proclamation in a stately blue folder. Yes, I know, wholly uninspired. But on the other hand, I wasn't handing two world-famous celebrities this gift. Over the years, I've reconsidered a lot of choices, but this wasn't one of them. All right, thank you, everybody.